That's the reason we are starting light, and
Okay,
after
ma'am.
we will start alternately. We'll start. Let's hope for the sun to recover fast. Okay. So light, very important. In this light chapter, divided into 5 parts. First is for plane mirror, then spherical mirrors, and then finally lenses. So first, you have to learn here reflection and refraction. Two things you have to learn in this chapter. Reflection of light. One phenomena of a light that we have to learn is reflection of light. And the second one is refraction of light. So now first starting with the reflection of light. So before starting reflection, the properties of light. So what is light first? What do you mean by light? Anyone? Any idea about the light?
Ma'am, it is a form of energy.
Type of energy. Type of energy.
Travels only in straight line.
Made up
Always
of small
travel
particles. It
called
doesn't
as.
need any medium to travel.
Yes, right. So light is a
Made
form
up
of
of small
energy
particles.
made up of, actually two theories are coming into existence. Many scientists has given many things, but it was considered as a wave particulate theory. That means light travels in the form of wave
And particles.
as well as it consists of some particles. So those particles has called as photons. So wave particulate theory we call it as. So light is a form of energy which gives sensation of vision. We are able to see in our surrounding, anything in our surrounding, that is only because of the light. If light is not there, then everything is dark to us. We can't see anything. So light gives a sensation of vision. So light is a form of energy which gives sensation of vision. Turn on your webcam. We are able to see everything in our surrounding because of the light. Now, how can we see any object around us?
Because of the reflection of light. Na?
So light from any artificial source or an original source. Original source, that is sun or different stars. That much more it's not able to see. Sun is the main important source of a light. When sun rays falls on any object, then that object will reflect the light. Reflect light, that means it will transfer the light in different medium. Same medium, sorry. It will transfer the light into the same medium. The light will bounce back. So it will move, and then if there is a obstruction, through that obstruction, it will transfer back. So if that transferred light, bounced back light falls on our eyes, we are able to see that object. Otherwise, we can't see. That is anything in your back. Can you see?
No, ma'am.
Backside of you can be seen. That
No,
part
ma'am.
is also reflecting light.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
But
right
that
now
light
you're
is
seeing front. Backside is my backside is a glass, or your backside is suppose wall is there or anything behind you. Are you able to see without turning your eyes?
the light doesn't fall
No.
in our eyes.
So that object is also reflecting light, but that reflected light is not falling on our eyes. So therefore, we are not able to see that object. When we turn ourselves, our head, then the reflected light will fall on our eyes. Eyes are able to detect, and brain is giving us information that what we are exactly seeing. Clear? So the reflected light, that is a bounce back light from any object, falls on our eyes. Eyes will sense that and transfer the signal to brain. Then brain will, depending on earlier information, will tell you exactly what you are looking at. So that is a function. Eyes' function is to only transfer the information towards the brain. Brain is telling what you are exactly seeing. Clear? Brain has some special places where this processing is done. And according to that processing, we are able to understand what exactly we are able to see. So brain is doing all those things. Recognition is done by brain, not eyes. Eyes are only sensors which captures light energy and transfer it to brain. Eyes, function of the eyes is to convert light energy into electrical energy, actually. Those electrical energy is transferred to brain, and brain is processing all the information, right? So this is the way light is acting. We are able to see anything in our surrounding. One property of a light is called as rectilinear propagation. So what do you mean by rectilinear propagation?
Traveling in
Light
straight lines.
travels in a straight line.
Ma'am, rectilinear means straight.
Propagation. Travel.
Propagate means to move.
Propagate means move. Anything propagate. So here light is propagating. It is moving in the form of wave. So while moving, it will always fall in a straight line path. It always cover up this one path in straight line. So the example of the rectilinear propagation we have seen in daily life, that is a formation of shadow. The shadow is formed due to rectilinear propagation. So light always travel in straight line. Formation of shadow is the example of verification of straight line propagation of light. Suppose this is a source of light. This is the ground. Object is standing at this position. Any pole is there or a person is standing. And here is a source of light. Then light always travel in straight line path like this. Light falls on this part. It is due to the opaque surface. It can't go further. So this object is actually obstructing the light. The light is not able to bend and move. Light is not able to bend by itself. So it always travel in a straight line path. So all the light falling on this area will be obstructed by this source. And only the part, the source outline, boundary of that object is only obstructing the light. So only that part here in this area, light rays won't reach. So therefore this part will become dark. And that is what we call as shadow. Clear? What we call a shadow? Any object is there. Suppose this is an object like this. This is an object. Light falls on this. In this part, the light in this area, whatever the light is falling on this areas, in this area, the light is falling, can't go further. Right? So therefore, in that region, so here, the light is only covering this much, this position. All these boundaries, the light move ahead through the boundaries. From this area, the light will move. But only in this path, which is an opaque surface, the light can't move forward. Okay, so exactly this much area, this much area will look darker on the ground. So in this area, so that means if this object is here sideways, then in this area, no light will reach. And therefore that area becomes dark. And that is what we call as shadow. The shadow formation is the example of rectilinear propagation of light. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is meant by reflection of light? Now, first, the medium through which the light travels. There are the medium through which the light travels are divided into three parts. Three types of media, depending on passage of light. One is called opaque medium. Second one is called transparent. And third one is called translucent. What do you mean by these? The surface, the medium is opaque when the light cannot travel through it, pass through it. Whenever a media is called as opaque media, that means through which light can't pass. Just like if I will see, I have a mobile right now. If anything, light falls on this surface, the light will bounce back. It cannot pass through. If it passes through, how we'll say that is the light is not able to pass through? Because anything on that side, opposite sides, we are not able to see. Anything on both the sides. If it is a light can easily pass through, then we are able to see the other side, whatever the object is present, we are able to see because from that side, the light is traveling towards us. So we are able to see. If you take an example of the this container, plastic bottle. So inside that water is present that we are able to see from outside.
Yes, ma'am.
But inside this cap, anything inside there, are you able to see?
No, ma'am.
Now,
No,
if
ma'am.
water I'm pouring, are you able to see the water inside or lower part only? Here we are able to see, but in this area, are you able to see the water?
No, ma'am.
No, because the light from water is not able to come out. To see water, the light from water should reach our eyes. But here through this area, this brown, this one area, gray area, this is completely a opaque surface. Medium is opaque. So due to that, the light from that water is not able to reach us. So therefore, this medium is called, this surface is called as opaque surface. Clear what do you mean by opaque?
Yes, ma'am.
Our body is opaque. We can't see through our body. So that is opaque surface. The light cannot travel through our body. If our body is there, anything behind from our body can't be seen. So that is opaque surface. Opaque surface, opaque medium, that means the medium through which light can't pass. Wall is an opaque surface. Through the wall, are we able to see anything? Anything in the second room, are we able to see? No, we can't see. So that is opaque medium. Wood, table, chair, all these we call as table, chair, which are made up of wood. Wood is the opaque surface, rubber is the opaque surface, wall is the opaque surface. Okay. Then transparent. What do you mean by transparent media? Yes, Vedang, any doubt?
Ma'am, nothing, ma'am. It just got.
Transparent media means the medium through which light can easily pass. Light can pass through it easily. That is glass. Behind me, glass is there, and behind that, curtains are there. You are able to see the curtains. So that is because the light from that curtains are easily passing through the glass and can be seen. This bottle I shown you in this lower portion. We are able to see everything inside that. Water is present inside that, we are able to see. That is because the light from water is easily passing through this transparent media. This plastic is a transparent plastic. So through that light is passing. So therefore this media is called as transparent. Water is a transparent media. Air is a transparent media. Medium. Is that clear? What do you mean by transparent? The transparent medium, that means the medium through which light can pass easily. And translucent means partial transmission. So light can pass, but 50% of light. So partial amount of light is only passing through any media. Then that media is called as translucent medium. If you have seen butter paper, are we able to see through that easily, completely?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Then frosted glasses. Glass, translucent glasses are available. We generally use for crockery and shelves. the cover of the shelf, or this one we call it as window panes. So those are made up of translucent glasses. Flint glass we call them as, frosted glass we call it as. So those are all translucent. Or the window, if the same glass will become dirty, fully dust is stick to it, then it will become translucent. It won't be transparent then. If it is an older glass, will become translucent. Clear? Paper, a thin paper sheet, tissue paper, if you see, all those are translucent because light can pass, but not fully. So some percent of light can pass through it. Some percent get reflected back, some percent pass through. Then that kind of a medium is called as translucent medium. So all the medium clear?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Ma'am, can I scroll up, ma'am? I was disconnected, so I couldn't write.
Nothing, I've not written anything here.
Okay, fine, ma'am.
Opaque medium, light can't pass through it. Medium is singular, media is plural.
Ma'am, but after writing this, just once scroll up to see that you wrote
Okay.
something.
Okay. Transparent,
Ma'am,
light,
light can completely pass through.
yes, light can completely pass through it. Oil also we can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Translucent. Light can pass through partially. Then here, example is butter paper, frosted glass, then next we have to see reflection.
Ma'am, can you scroll up?
Ma'am, reflection of light again.
No, reflection of light only. Now properly we are starting.
Oh, okay, ma'am. What is above this?
The
Like this.
definition of light.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you show that once? Okay.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, I have a doubt. Ma'am, can you once see the formula of glass?
Glass is a, there's no formula actually. Proper
Like,
formula will not be there.
ma'am, because if we see glass, it's transparent, then its atoms are transparent. I mean molecules.
Atoms are transparent. Means,
Molecule.
no, that is not because of molecule transparency and all this.
Then,
Transparency is because that has the, it is able to, light is able to pass through it. The structure of the molecule is like that. The light can, they are allowing light to pass through it. Therefore, it is called transparent medium.
oh, ma'am, once can you show translucent that media?
Translucent, that is, take an example of frosted glass, window panes.
No, ma'am, I want to write it.
Okay. Next is reflection of a light. Reflection of a light means bouncing back of the light when it falls on any surface. When the light falls on any surface, it get bounced back. Opaque surface, generally it happens in opaque surface. In transparent also 100% transparency. Also the surface is transparent, but still 100% light won't pass through it. Some part of light will bounce back into the same medium. So that phenomena shown by light is called as reflection of light. Bouncing back of the light when it falls on any surface is called as a reflection of light. Bouncing back of light ray when it falls on any surface is called reflection. If we see, there is a, this is the surface on which the light falls like this. Any light ray falls this way. The incoming path, the arrow shows the path of the light. And for all the rays diagrams, whenever we are showing, we have to show this arrow. This is the light which falls on the surface, is called as incident ray. This is a point of contact. This is called point of incidence. Okay. Now, and then the light will move like this, bounce back this way. So this bounced back light ray is called a reflected ray. Able to understand? Incident ray, that is a ray, one of the light ray from the source falls on this surface. This is a surface. And then it will reflect back. That means it is bounced back into the same medium. Same medium, the light ray moves back. So this property of the light is called as reflection. The path which falls, the ray of a light which falls on the surface is called incident ray. The point at which it incidents the surface, that is called as point of incidence. And then it will move back. Then this moved back light ray is called reflected ray. And at the point of contact, we have to draw one line perpendicular. So this perpendicular to the surface, the light line which is perpendicular to the surface is called normal.
Yes, ma'am.
Normal word is in physics, it is called for perpendicular line. The word normal looks normal, but it has a meaning that it is a perpendicular. Normal means always perpendicular to the surface. Okay. This is incident ray, reflected ray, normal rays. Now the angle made by incident ray with normal is called angle of incidence, which is denoted
I.
by symbol I. And the angle made by reflected ray with normal is called angle of reflection. So I means angle of incidence and R means angle of reflection. This is you have learned in class 7th, right? And 8th also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Laws of reflection.
Ma'am.
Give me a second. Yes. Now, laws of reflection. Do you know that is there are two laws of reflection? One is well-known first law of reflection.
Angle is equal to
Angle of
R.
incidence is equal to angle of reflection.
I is equal to R.
Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Okay. And the second one is incident ray, reflected ray,
Normal.
and normal always lie in same plane.
Yes.
What does this mean? What
Ma'am,
does the
can I?
second law means? Yeah.
Ma'am, like if we take a surface, put a mirror on it, and cast an incident ray on it, then and if we draw a line passing through the incident ray and normal, a line means if we cut, then the cut will also pass through the reflected ray. It will not come at an angle.
I will not come at.
Explain it, but I know.
For example, now see here. Are you able to see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
In speaker view.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now this is, I will consider a surface phone. Now this is incident ray which is falling. This is the surface is my surface is horizontal. The light ray falls on it vertically. Then they reflect. This is an incident ray. Then reflected ray will pass through the same surface, same plane. If it is vertical, oblique, then it will go vertical oblique only. It won't happen that is it came vertical and going like this. In this plane it is going. Or in this plane or this plane or this plane is going. No. If it is a one surface we draw, like this, if I will draw a surface like this way. So through that plane, if it is a vertical plane, perpendicular plane, the incident ray is falling like this, then it will pass through also the same way. If it like surface is like this, the light ray is falling horizontally to it, then the reflected ray will be also horizontal. It won't happen that is horizontal ray came, falls on the surface, and it will go vertically like this. That won't happen. So it is coming horizontally, it will go horizontally. If it is oblique like this, in the same plane it will go. If it is vertical, means it is a light ray is falling vertical, then the reflected ray will be also in the same plane.
Ma'am, oblique can it be meaning?
Here it is oblique, obliquely, a surface I am keeping obliquely. So it is falling obliquely like this. Not horizontal, not vertical. In
Slant.
between, slant. Obliquely means slant. Okay, clear? Whichever the plane, the light ray incident, the same plane, the light ray reflect. It won't change the plane. Okay, able to understand? So light ray coming horizontally, falling on me, it will go horizontally only. Light ray which is coming vertically, falls on me, will go vertically only. Whichever the angle it is reaching, the same angle it will go. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is the second law of reflection. Incident ray, reflected ray, and normal always lie in same plane. Clear? Two laws. So write down both the laws.
Done, ma'am.
Computer.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, next is reflection, image formation by plane mirror that we have to see. So
Ma'am,
before,
there's one more law, right?
no, these are the two main.
The three. I'll check one.
Image formation by plane mirror. Now, what do you mean by plane mirror? What do you mean by plane mirror?
A mirror which has no curves.
Normal mirror.
Normal mirror. Well, actually, what do you mean by mirror?
Oh, sorry.
It's a reflecting surface.
A reflecting surface.
Wall is also
Polished.
reflecting surface.
Polished surface.
Smooth, polished, silvered surfaces.
Yes, ma'am.
Highly polished, smooth surface is
Almost.
called plane mirror. It is actually made up of glass only. Only thing, what is the difference between normal glass and plane mirrors? It is behind, backside of one of the edge surface of the glass is silvered, is polished, is coated with some chemical which gives us shiny, smooth, polished finish. That is silver nitrate. Some of the silver solutions are poured on it from one
Mercury.
surface.
I have seen in Discovery.
Ma'am, it's mercury, right?
Not mercury. Not always mercury. There are many other chemicals. Silver nitrate generally used. Okay. So they pour that liquid over one surface of the glass, and when seen from the other surface, it becomes a mirror. Okay. So mirror from one surface, it is actually glass, a thin glass. It should be always a thin glass. The backside of that is called silvered. That means it is polished, smoothened, made it shinier. Okay. So that is we call as mirror. So plane mirror and spherical mirrors. Two types of mirrors are available. One is plane mirror, another one is spherical mirror. So what is the difference between plane and spherical mirrors?
Spherical means concave and convex.
Some spherical mirrors make diminished, magnified, erect images.
I'm not asking about that, I don't think. I'm asking
What?
only the external surface.
Ma'am, they are curved
You
and
see
plane
that
mirrors are not
one.
curved.
Plane mirror is exactly, if you see on the surface, it will be always perpendicular, a straight face. Face is exactly straight, plane. But the spherical means it is a curved. These are the parts of spheres. From a sphere, if any mirror is cut out, it has a curved surfaces. Then that is spherical mirrors.
Ah,
Ma'am, what did Arav just say?
About the image formation he was telling.
Oh,
So plane mirror is always a straight surface, not bend. There is no bending any path. Then it is shown the side face is actually the front face. We can see it is a rectangular. Any of the shape you can make it, but we are actually concerning with this side face. So side face of it, it is has a small, less, somewhat thickness. So this side face is always shown here. So that side face is called aperture. So that side face we are showing here. So this is a plane mirror. Plane mirror is always shown by one straight line. So this straight line actually indicates this side face. Clear? We are indicating the side face. So this is plane mirror surface. Plane mirror surface. And to show that this side is reflecting surface and back side is polished silver, then we show this arrows. I'm sorry, not arrows, lines. So this line shows that this is non-reflecting surface, opaque surface. It shows that this edge is opaque. And front side is reflecting surface. This is reflecting surface. That means reflection takes place through this surface. Clear? Able to understand?
Ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
This face is reflecting. That means light falls on it and reflected like this way. But if the light falls on it, it won't. So it is, backside is blackened or orange color painted part. So smooth polished surface is not there backside. Yes, someone is asking doubt.
Ma'am, I'm not sure what is aperture.
Aperture, that is the area, the edge of the mirror, which is shown in the ray diagrams. We don't show the front face. Front face is here, like this way, right?
Yeah.
So I'll show you my, if you see my, this one, phone, its front face is the mirror, if you consider, then this edge is called aperture.
Okay.
That is what we are showing in every ray diagrams. We are only concerning with this. We are only representing only this part. We can't say, because when light falls on it, it is reflecting. So how to show that reflection? We cannot draw the three-dimensional figures on paper.
Yes, ma'am.
So therefore, we are only seeing how the light ray falls on the surface and how it is get reflected back. So we are showing the plane mirror just like you are seeing in my in video. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
So if you're showing this, it is a vertical one. The light falls on this way and get reflected back through this. So we are only drawing this edge then. This only edge we are drawing. Clear? That is aperture.
Yes, ma'am.
So now for image formation, important condition to form an image. The object and image. Do you know what do you mean by object and what do you mean by image?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the object means?
Object is real.
Object is real.
Ma'am,
What
no, ma'am.
is-
Image can be real. Object is a thing which we can touch and feel, which is the thing.
Image can only be seen.
Image is which is what?
Okay. Yeah, then
We can't touch image.
we can touch real
Ma'am,
images.
No,
Can be
real
what?
images. If we have some, what we call it, a surface on which it is reflected, that we can touch, but we can't. It has no thickness. The real image. It has no 3D.
Okay, right, some more. Object is anything in front, it's in front of the mirror whenever we are keeping anything. So that becomes object. If we are standing in our house, there is a plane mirror. In front of that, if we are standing and we are able to see our lookalike. So we are standing in front of the mirror, so we become an object. So object doesn't mean only a non-living thing here. Object means anything which you are trying to form the image through the mirror. That is called as object. If we are standing in front of the mirror, we will become object. If we are keeping a candle, any light source we are keeping in front of the mirror, that will become object. And image is exactly similar object-like structure. Look-alike of the object is formed sometimes inside the mirror or sometimes on the screen. So all those things are considered, look-alike of the object is considered as an image in simple words. In simple words, right? So the object is the thing which you are under observation, you are keeping in front of the mirror to see its look-alike inside the mirror. Then that is called as object. And image is that a look-alike of the object through the mirror, means the light from that object falls on the mirror. And it's the look-alike will be formed inside the mirror or maybe on the screen. Then that look-alike structure is called image of the object. When you are standing in front of the mirror, you yourself will see yourself inside the mirror. So that look-alike of you inside the mirror is called image. Clear? So how the light rays, plane mirrors can form image, that we have to see, we have to draw with the help of ray diagram. For that, for any image formation, important condition is from the object, every time minimum 2 rays should fall on the mirror. 2 incident rays, minimum 2 incident rays we have to draw from an object to falling on the mirror. Then we have to find out its reflected ray. And to form the image, it is important that those 2 reflected rays should meet. While drawing ray diagram, we need 2 incident ray from the object should fall on the mirror. those reflected rays, it will get reflected. And to form the image, it is important that the reflected rays should meet. So wherever the two reflected rays intersect each other, that place is the image of the object is formed. For example, now if I will draw the image formation by plane mirror of a 1 point. Object is point size, a point object. This is a mirror. This is an object. If I will consider this as an object. Okay. This is point size object A. From this object, two rays falls on the mirror. We need two incident rays minimum. In practically, there are millions of light rays from this object falls on the mirror and they will reflect. But here for ray diagram, for our simplification, we need convenience, we need minimum two rays. So two rays, I will draw like this. One ray falls like this way. Another ray also falls like this. Okay. Now this is a point of incidence. This is a point of incidence of 2. Then at this point, we have to draw the normal. At this point also, we have to draw the normal. Measuring angle I. Angle R we have to draw. It should be equal to I. So I'm drawing roughly. Like this is one reflected ray. And this is second reflected ray. Now these two are reflected rays, 1 and 2. Is it possible that they will meet when we produce them?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, because you can see divergence. They are diverting from each other. They are moving away from each other. So they can't meet. So to make them meet, we have to produce them backwards. So they are moving here. We have to produce them backwards. So in this case, we have to produce it without scale I'm doing. So I may not be proper.
In any case, they'll not meet.
No, that won't happen. So they are moving backwards like this way. And they meet at this position, right? They intersect at this position.
That's it.
At this position, they have intersected. So here is the image of this point A is formed. This is point A. This is the image of A, which is A dash. Clear how I have drawn the diagram?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, but why did you draw the normal?
Without that angle I and angle R, how you will draw
No,
it?
not there. Like from A to A dash.
To show that it is in one straight line.
Okay.
Because I'm drawing without scale. If you draw with scale, you will this one, it will be proper. Right now I can't draw. That's the reason I've drawn first a straight line and then I've tried to make them meet at that point.
Okay, ma'am.
Here. Clear how I have drawn the diagram?
Yes, ma'am.
So now here is A dash is the image of A. A is a point, so A dash will be also a point size, same size. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now here don't draw anything right now, wait for that. Here image characteristic, how the image will be look like. What are the structures, characteristics of these images that you need to know? So here, one thing very important, remember real and virtual images. Images are of two types. One is real image, second one is virtual image. So what do you mean by real and virtual images? Real image means the image formed in front of the mirror and where the reflected rays actually meet. In this case, you have seen that the light ray when produced backwards, then only they meet. They are not meeting in front of the mirror. So the image which is formed by actual intersection of reflected rays in front of the mirror. Those, when the image of such image is formed, that is called as real image, and that we can touch. It is formed on the screen. The image is produced on the screen. Such images are called real images. For example, you have seen real images. This image formed on the projector, by the projector, on the any of the screen, board, or any of the screen. When you can see this image of the laptop, whoever their offline classes, who have attended offline classes, they have seen the projector, the whatever is there in my laptop, it is completely getting projected on the projector. So object is inside the laptop, and where is the image formed? On the screen, on the board, whiteboard, the screen image is formed. So that image is the image which is formed on the screen. Screen means any white sheet, white paper, white wall is called a screen. So if the image is formed on the screen, then such images are called as real images. And for the formation of real images, the reflected rays should actually meet in front of the mirror. And the second type of an image is virtual image. The image which actually we can't touch. It is actually cannot be formed on the screen. It is always formed inside the mirror. That is when we stand in front of the plane mirror in our house, our image we can see behind the mirror, inside the mirror. So there we can't keep any screen because it is imaginary thing. So the such images are called virtual images. Able to understand real and virtual image means?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, real image also has the properties of the image. Like if we keep candle, then the real image is also hot.
No. It's
Yes, ma'am.
because the rays are falling. Rays are reaching that area. Rays are reaching an incident at that area on the paper. So it will be hot. If that light ray has a heat energy, then obviously the hot rays.
Like if we keep a candle and keep some convex lens, then that is also hot on the screen.
Candle, if we take, the rays coming out of the candle will be the hot rays only.
Yes, ma'am.
If it is this is hot always. This depends on the amount of heat energy is carried by. Okay, so virtual images are always formed when reflected rays are produced backwards. So here we have produced reflected rays backwards. So therefore, the image formed by this plane mirror is said to be virtual. Clear? Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now draw the diagram. And you have to keep this one pencil, compass, scale, and eraser for drawing all the ray diagrams. You have to keep with you because every class we need.
Ma'am, can you scroll a bit up from reflection, the above ray diagram? Yes. Ma'am, this aperture question will come as MCQ. No. Okay.
So plane mirror, no. Aperture definition is there in spherical mirrors. They will ask that.
So we need not write the definition now.
No, not needed.
Ma'am, we have to draw both of them, right?
Yeah. Maika, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Ritika, Sanjana,
Yes, ma'am.
Satvik? Satvik, are you there? Tejal,
Yes, ma'am.
Vishal,
Yes, ma'am.
Hasini,
Yes, ma'am.
and Shreya.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, should we draw the angle of incidence and angle of
Yes,
reflection
yes.
with the
yes,
protractor?
With the protractor right now not needed. Approximately you have to make it equal.
Okay, but ma'am, for like my convenience, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Ma'am, in exam we have to do it with protractor.
Yeah.
We should draw the second diagram also under the same heading.
Yes. Same heading only.
Ma'am? Ma'am, you told for reflecting any surface, there should be two incident rays. But with one, it's not possible. Like if I took a torch,
How will they will intersect? One incident ray will intersect.
they will not intersect. But if I put a torch in a mirror, then I am able to see.
No, with one we need the image should be formed. So there is an intersection of reflected rays. Is it possible that if one will intersect?
No, but still I'm able to see the torch light on the inside the mirror.
Yeah.
But as I told you, then why am I able to see the torch light in the mirror?
What? I'm not able to understand you. What you are trying to tell me.
Or turn on a torch and place it in front of the mirror.
Your voice is not completely clear to me.
Ma'am, if I turn on a torch
Huh.
and place it in front of a mirror, then it's only one ray, right? Incident ray. There are
Who
not
told
two.
it is one that there are millions of rays are coming from the bulb and falling on that? A single laser light also, if we take, there are thousands of rays are there. It is a beam of light we are considering, and beam of light consists of millions of light rays combining together.
Okay, but
Single
Yeah, so
laser
if-
light also don't have the one single ray. Not possible to see.
put a single ray, then I am not able to see anything.
Single ray is not able to. We are not able to see at all. No one.
Okay, ma'am.
Whatever we are actually trying to show, we are telling it is a ray, but it is not a ray. It is actually beam of light.
Okay, ma'am.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
So characteristics of the images we will see next class. So for that we need to know many definitions. Virtual, real, erect, diminished, inverted, magnified images, lateral inversion, all those we have to learn it. First definition before starting the,
Ma'am,
yeah.
ma'am, the image I'm getting is not in the straight line with
If
the
it is
object.
proper protractor, then have you drawn with the
Ma'am,
proper
but there's a
protractor?
huge difference.
Have you drawn with the proper protractor?
No, ma'am.
Then it will happen. That's the reason I've drawn first diagram and try to join them.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so you try to draw that. Fine, so we will start maths now.
Ma'am, we are having maths class now.
No, you can leave 5 o'clock. You can join now.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.